Hello students, I welcome you all the lecture series of Transport Management and Law. Today we are going to start our new subject Transport Management and Law, and in today's lecture we are going to discuss about all the basic chapters of the Transport Management and Law. So today's session is regarding the introduction session of the Transport Management and Law. Myself Adil Hussain Sheikh, and we are going to start our first introductory session of transport management and law. So chapter number one. Chapter number one is introduction of transport management system. In this particular chapter, we are going to learn about road transportation system, then rail transportation systems, then air transportation systems, and water transportation systems. So these are the basic four modes of transportation systems, and in this chapter we are going to learn about basic idea regarding road transportation, rail transportation, air transportation, and water transportation systems. Basic idea, basic advantages, disadvantages, applications, and its importance of every transport system we are going to learn about in this particular introduction of transport management system. Basically, in this particular chapter, we are going to deal with only road transport, but we have to know about that rail transportation system, air transportation systems, and water transportation system. So, it is the first basic introductory chapter of the transport management and law. In very next chapter, we are going to learn about transport management. In this chapter, we are going to learn about transport organization structures like depot structure, bus structures, then various transportation organization structures like RTO, ARTO, then various types of transportation industries like private industry, public industry, then PPE mode industries. We have to know about all the transport management structures. And very next, in this particular chapter, we are going to learn about government undertakings. See, every state have its own government undertakings which run transportation systems in every state. So, in this particular chapter, we are going to learn about government state undertakings. And in this particular chapter, we are also going to learn about bus depot organization structures and various study of fleet management systems. And in this particular chapter, we are going to also learn about fire brigade systems, ambulance management systems, and 108 organizational activity. So, in this chapter, we are going to learn about transport organization structure, government undertakings, then bus depot organization structures, and fire brigade, ambulance management systems, and 108 organizational activity. So, in this second chapter, most important part of the chapter is the fire brigade, ambulance, and 108 organizational activity. In chapter number 3 belongs from scheduling of fare structures. Various kind of fare structures and scheduling methods we are going to learn about in this particular chapter. We should know about need for scheduling, then basic fare structures and various types of fare collecting methods like paper tickets, then electronic tickets, then token tickets, and various types of another mode of the fare collecting methods we are going to learn about in this particularly chapters. And in this chapter, we are also going to learn about different types of costs and revenue systems which are directly concerned with the transportation systems and transportation industries. In this chapter, we are going to also learn about problems associated with bus schedulings. There are so many kinds of problems which are directly connected with bus schedulings like driver behaviors, vehicle maintenance, crew scheduling, then passenger demands, and with respect to passenger demands, there are so many types of supply system. So in this particular chapter, we are going to learn about all these kinds of problems: need for scheduling, fare structures, operational costs and revenue systems, and problems associated with bus schedulings. In very next chapter, we are going to learn about planning for new transport organization systems, and it is required nowadays because conventional system is so typical and it takes too much time for traveling. So, in this particular chapter, we are going to learn about concept of the BRTS operation. Nowadays, we are habitual of BRTS journey, and BRTS take minimum time in heavy traffic areas, and also avail of less cost. So in this particular chapter, we are going to learn about concept of BRTS operations, then advanced traffic management systems regarding traffic issues, then fleet management systems, various kind of fleet management system we are going to learn about in this particular chapters, and management information systems in transportation industry. See, MIS is directly connected with passenger demand as well as crew members demand. So in this particular chapter, we are going to learn all these basic four concepts of the advanced transportation system. Chapter number 5 and most important chapter of your study, as well as it is very important in your upcoming GPSC exams also, Motor Vehicle Act. See, in this Motor Vehicle Act, we are going to learn about laws of governing to run motor vehicle. Okay, basically Motor Vehicle Act contain 14 chapters and 217 sections. In this 14 chapters and 217 sections, we are going to learn about different types of driver licensing, then conductor licensing, then control of transportation industry, then various types of state and road transport undertakings, as well as we are also going to learn about procedures of penalties, and there are some miscellaneous part in our transportation industry. So in this particular chapter, we are going to learn about laws of governing to use of motor vehicle and vehicle transport. In very next topic of the particular chapter is taxation. See, every industry requires taxation. So in our transportation industry, there is also taxation systems, and particularly in Motor Vehicle Act, there is a proper format of taxation for every vehicle. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about taxation in transportation industry. Although in this chapter, we are going to learn about toll tax systems, toll tax criteria, and which are the basic function of the toll tax, we are going to learn about in this particular chapters. And last one is, in this particular chapter, we are going to learn about highway traffic rules and traffic signs. So these are the 4 important points of the Motor Vehicle Act. First one is laws, second one is taxation, third one is toll tax, and last one is the traffic rules and its signs. In very next chapter, we are going to learn about accidents and prevention. See, accidents and prevention nowadays in our India, there are many number of cases of accidents per day. So in this particular chapter, we are going to learn about vehicle accident and its loss and injuries. Then second thing is the insurance. Most important part of the accidents. Insurance, without insurance, you cannot drive your vehicle nowadays. And also we are going to learn about surveyor systems and surveyor reports in this particular chapters. And last, hit and run cases and which are the duties of drivers in case of accidents, we are going to learn about in this particularly chapter. So chapter contain basically 4 topics. First one is vehicle accidents, loss of injuries. Second thing is insurance. Third thing is the surveyor and surveyor reports, and fourth one is the hit and run case and duties of drivers, particularly in case of accidents. And very last chapter of your subject is the laws related to PUC. Okay. Nowadays PUC is compulsory for all vehicles, and you have to keep it within your vehicle while driving. So pollution under control and its certification, which are the basic criteria of PUC, which are the registered agencies of the PUCs, and which are the importance of the PUC, we are going to learn about in this particular topic. Then second thing is the harmful exhaust gases coming out from the vehicles like NOx, CO2, CO, sulfurs, etc. Then Bharat stage norms. Nowadays government directly implies the BS6 in our transportation industry. So which are the importance of the Bharat stages and how it will implemented in further years, we will going to learn about in this particularly Bharat stage norms formula chapters. And last one is odd even formula. Basically, which are the importance of the odd even formula and how it will be implemented. Basically, nowadays study of odd even formula already implemented in Delhi, and how it works we are going to learn about it. So basically in this chapter we are going to learn about all these 4 topics: PUC, exhaust gases, then Barrasted norms, and study of OD1 formula. So this is the basic introductory session of transport management system, and we are going to learn about these 7 chapters of this particular subject. Hope so you enjoy this video, and we will going to discuss chapter number 1 in our upcoming video. Till then, stay safe and thank you.